doing some movie pickups here. I'm doing movie pickups a bit here today. Movies I've picked up. The one I got a couple of weeks ago, actually. Maybe even a month ago now. But the other two are recent, and the other one was like a couple of weeks ago. I got a DVD, 2 Blu-rays, and a 4K. Here. I'll start off with the DVD. And it is Manhunter. This is just DVD. I got it on DVD because a couple of reasons. I got it off of eBay. So at the time I had the gift card for my birthday. And then it's cheaper on DVD than it is on Blu-ray. By quite a bit. And this is a special, it's 2 discs. You even get this, which is still sealed. Make a video of sounds just on this. Confidential, the Manhunter files. It's like, you used to get this kind of stuff with DVDs, specifically DVDs back in the day. They'd give you nice little booklets and shit like this and stuff. I think it just has stuff from them. Maybe like crime scene photos from the movie and shit. But this has, disc 1's a theatrical version. Get some features, 24-page collector's booklet featuring rare photos and more. Disc 2 is the director's cut. Now this is what was a limited edition of 100,000. This is the 34,082 number of that 100,000. The director's cut is 3 minutes longer than the regular cut. You get a featurette inside Manhunter, which stars William Peterson, Joan Allen, Brian Cox, and Tom Noonan. Theatrical trail of talent bios. Featurette The Manhunter look, a conversation with cinematographer Dante Spinotti. I like the case. DVDs did it better than any of the other formats that are, disc-based formats. Well, Laserdisc might have had some cool stuff. I don't know. I didn't own any Laserdiscs back in the day. But there's always, DVDs, you always get, cool little extras and stuff. And I love all the movies because you get featurettes, commentary, shit like that. Manhunter's fantastic. It's based off of The Red Dragon, the Thomas Harris book. That's his name. Yes, does it say it up here? It just says the author of the movies, but I'm pretty sure his name's Thomas Harris. I could be wrong. He did Silence of the Lambs, Hannibal, Manhunter. I'm sure he says, Red Dragon. This came out in 86 or 87, I believe. 86. I like this better than Red Dragon. Red Dragon was with Ed Norton, and you had, what's his name back, as Lecter, Anthony Hopkins, I think Ray Liotta was in Hannibal. Maybe Harvey Keitel was in Red Dragon, I can't remember. Philip Seymour Hoffman, I believe, was in it. This one has Brian Cox as Lecter, spelled differently. He's not in a ton of it. This is about William Peterson, Will Graham, and what's the Tooth Fairy, the serial killer in this one. Will Graham is the guy who caught Lecter, so he goes to Lecter for information to help him in the case, the same way Clarice does it in Silence of the Lambs. Except you don't have him in this underground, dungeon type thing, the glass shit, serious maximum security. And this is in a security, you gotta go through another door to get to his thing. He's in his very small fucking cell. But Brian Cox is not in a ton of it, but he's really good as Lecter. He's the first one to portray him on screen. He's really good. It's hard to sit there and say he's better than Hopkins in the sense that he only had maybe 10 minutes of freaking screen time, if that. Hopkins, it's his role. He's incredible as him, especially in Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal. Red Dragon, he's much older and he's supposed to be younger, so you have to cake him up with shit. Brian Cox plays him more as almost grounded psycho, not like fantastical psycho. I have not read the book, so I don't know, how he's portrayed in them. But it's a fantastic movie, though, directed by Michael Mann. So it takes place in, where does it take? No, I don't think it's in Florida. Where the fuck is he in this? No. It ends up in Florida, maybe at a point. I think, I don't know. But Will Graham is retired. He gets called out for this case. And the thing with Will Graham is like he has this like ability to like almost like live out the crimes that these, like he literally gets into the killer's mind too much to where it messes him up, right? But it's really well done. Dennis Farina's in here playing the, Joan Allen also is the kind of love interest of the Tooth Fairy. She's blind, and, the character's blind. I forget who plays the, journalist dude. But, there's Thomas Harris there, it says. But it's really good. It has a great look. Michael Mann, that kind of Miami Vice type look to it. The score is awesome. It's just a fantastic movie. All the acting's really well done. I mean, this movie reviewed very well, and the fans like it as well. A lot of people actually prefer it to Red Dragon. I really like this one. I wanted a Blu-ray, but there was like 2 different Blu-rays. One was both more expensive than that. And one was like more of a harder to find and had a lot of shit in it. I don't know if it was a Criterion Collection one. I don't think so. But it was just worth more. On to the Blu-rays. Dick Tracy, Warren Beatty directed this as well as starred as Dick Tracy. You got music by Danny Elfman. Produced and directed by, written by Jim Cash and Jack Epps Jr. I have not seen this movie in years. I am like, I gotta pick it up. It's been so long. I need to open it and watch it. Madonna's in here. You got a lot of known people like Dustin Hoffman, I believe, Al Pacino, William Forsythe. Based on the comics or whatever, but they just serials in the paper, or they straight up comics. I don't know. Dick Tracy's a detective or whatever, or is he just a cop? Yeah, he's a detective. And all the enemies, like I think the main guy who is Al Pacino. What is his name here? Big Boy Caprice. Yeah, he unites the town's racketeers and gangsters. And they all look weird. I used to have the toys back in when this came out in 90. Probably like 6th grade. It has a really cool look. Like, it actually kind of looks like it would be a comic. But and a very colorful movie as well. It's almost surreal. But all the characters are weird. You have Mumbles, Flat Top. Prone Face, I think, is one of the guys' names. Like his Dick Tracy's Rogue Gallery. It was a really cool movie. It did pretty well in the box office, but I think Warren Beatty he might just own the character at this point. I really think he does, because I don't think you've seen anything Dick Tracy related since the Genesis game, maybe. He might just own the rights to all of it. But I really liked it. I've not seen it in a long time. I'm pretty sure there's a twist involving Madonna. But it's just very surreal. The characters are all strange. It's very, like, just in a comic style. Next one. Halloween 2. From, wouldn't this come out 81? 4 years after the original, I believe. Takes place the same night as the first one. Some people shit on this movie, but there's a lot of people that like it. I like this movie. This is where now Laurie Strode is now in the hospital. And Myers has escaped. Not escaped, but At the end of the first one, he gets shot a bunch of times. He gets the freaking hanger through his eye. And he's left. He's like, oh my God. You hear him breathing at the end of the first one. He's gone. I shot him 6 times. Loomis is doing his shit. This one, he's making his way around town. He figures out where she is. Goes from there. It's a really... I like this movie quite a bit. What do we got? This has Terror in the Isles. Alternate ending. Deleted scenes. These both came from Amazon. Well, the next one also did. And then the one from eBay. Another classic. Like I said, it gets shit on. I think part of the problem was they filmed it like 3 years later. 4 years after the original. So I think Jamie Lee Curtis is in like a wig because she was doing another role where she had a different hairstyle. So she didn't have the hairstyle she had. She got weight on. Get some pretty good kills in here. I have not seen it in a bit. 30th anniversary edition. I think this was like $8. I like the Halloween movies, even like 4 and 5 and 6. The Curse of Michael Myers. Well, the Origins, depending on what version you saw. I need to watch this one. Or I'll save it and watch it during the fall Halloween season. But it still is a classic. Halloween 2. I love it. It's not as good as the original. The original is still like one of the best, like movies, really. But, it's enjoyable. And the last one is the one I'm really excited about. I've not seen it in a long time. It came out in 99, I believe. I might not say it on here. There it is, 99. I saw this in the theater with my friend in Sunrise Mall. It was like maybe September, October of 99 maybe. But it is Bringing Out the Dead on 4K. Now this is another one where the Blu-ray is expensive. The 4K was cheaper than the Blu-ray. DVD is pretty cheap too, I believe. There was a coupon code on Amazon for this. It was like normally 24 and the coupon knocked it down to like 17 change. It was like 18.34 after tax. You got Nicolas Cage in here, Ving Rhames, John Goodman, Tom Sizemore, Patricia Arquette. Scorsese directs it. Really cool movie. I like this movie quite a bit. I was happy. I'm like, I gotta buy it. With that coupon code, I gotta buy it. This also has a digital code of Blu-ray and the 4K. Got a good amount of special features. Filmmaker focus with Scorsese. A rumination on salvation. Nicolas Cage on Bringing Out the Dead. Cemetery Streets. It's a lot of the characters and people who worked on the cinematographers, screenwriters on talking about the movie and stuff. I don't know if there's interviews as well. He's an ambulance driver and it's New York City. I'm pretty sure it's New York City, right? He's a paramedic on the brink of madness. Patricia Arquette is the daughter of a man Frank tried to save. Together they'll need to confront the ghosts of the past to discover redemption among the living. And it's like classic Nick Cage. He's over the top at points. Almost everybody is. Or he has like different ambulance partners throughout, paramedic. So there's different guys driving with him throughout, and they're all a bit fucked up. I think it's him, or maybe it's John Goodman. Someone's smashing up the ambulances at one point. Like it's almost another kind of surreal movie, almost dreamlike in a lot of ways. I haven't seen it in years. I can't remember a lot of it. But disc made in Germany. I feel like you don't see that as much. But I remember really enjoying it in the movies with my friend, and then I saw it a couple of years later. I had seen it maybe like 2002 or something. But it's been a long time. So I'm actually excited to watch this. And to get a 4K for... If I'm buying 4Ks, I kind of want them to be under $20 after tax. And a lot of them are. And the PS5 plays 4K. So... I think I have like 6 or 7 4K movies now. Straight up 4K. Growing the movie collection in general, though. I'm looking like... if there's certain movies like Club Dread I want to get. Never came out on Blu-ray. It's only on DVD. That's a Broken Lizard, the guys behind Super Troopers and Beer Fest Slam and Salmon. Puddle Cruiser, Puddle Chaser, some shit. Was their first one? Club Dread. Do they have another one? They've all a bunch of them in. I think the Tacoma FD, the fire department show. I think a few of them were in that. You'll see them around. They direct TV shows and stuff. The other guy, I'm not gonna be able to say his name. Steve, something. Is it Steve? No, it's not. I forget his name. Is it? No, Steve. Jay is his name. Jay's first name. He's directed other movies and stuff, but that's not on. I really like that movie. It's not the best. I think it's funny, but it's one of those movies I could rewatch. So. But yeah, I'm excited to watch Bringing Out the Dead. If anyone's seen this, let me know what you thought of it. But yeah, some more movie pickups. Got one 4K, Bring Out the Dead, Halloween 2, Dick Tracy, on Blu-ray and Manhunter. On good old DVD. I don't mind having DVDs. If they're like significantly cheaper than the Blu-ray counterpart, I'm going to buy it. Because DVDs still look fine. And you get a lot of cool stuff. I think Blu-ray, you still get cool features, but you lose a lot of this with the Blu-ray, this kind of extra stuff. But yeah, there's some pickups, and thanks for checking this out, and have a good day.